I'm TJ and this is Life Lessons. About a week ago, maybe a little bit longer, I posted a video about when I noticed that I wasn't getting noticed. When I talked about, aging and how when I started to notice that, I wasn't getting attention. And it's interesting, a couple of women said, I can identify with that. A couple of women said that, I'm 50 plus and I'm getting a lot more attention. But then there were those, like this comment here. So after that comment, I went back to look at the video again, and I was trying to figure out what did I say about being male centered. Who doesn't want to be deemed as attractive? I'm not gonna lie, I would say, if I get a man not I'm comfortable, I'll be fine, and that's true because everybody doesn't want to be with someone. I knew I did. Okay, I knew I wanted to be with a man, and I started to notice when I wasn't getting noticed by men in my age group. But I had to be honest with myself. Like I said, I wasn't in the best shape, physical condition. The truth of the matter, and I hadn't considered the fact it takes effort to put yourself together in your 50s plus. If you are not, one of those who, maintains a physical fitness level. And at the time I wasn't. I'm still not where I want to be, but I'm sure a lot better than I was. Now, some of you may take offense to that, but I didn't because it's true. Again, part of me talking about it is the fact that, in my 30s, I hadn't considered not only my metabolism would change, how my skin would change, and going back to metabolism, the things that I would normally do when I would put on a few pounds here and there were no longer working. So, with respect to the male centered and male identified, am I to assume that if you are not male centered or not male identified, that you feel like you can just look any kind of way? Is that what I'm getting? The other comment where it says it only concerns you if you're married, it doesn't concern you as much, only if you're single and looking. I don't disagree with that either. However, I'm married, been married for 6 years. Tomorrow will be 7 years together. I want to look good for my baby. I do. I want to look good for me first. And I'm sorry, the clothes just lay different. And even if you are not heterosexual, don't you want to be deemed attractive to whatever your persuasion is? So it has nothing to do with being male centered. It has everything to do with being human. And I'm sorry, if you're a woman, you say you don't want to be desired, you're a damn lie. Now, it doesn't mean you want to be, gawked at and all that, but you want to be found attractive. Those are my thoughts. What are yours? Take that with you.